Shar Watson.
Dominate. 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 Dominate.
Welcome, and we back with the Prodigal Son podcast. We are found on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. My name is Vincent Warren, as usual. We dominating, of course, and we got a special guest with me, my rollie, my homie, Reggie. What's up, my baby? You good?
What's the deal? You all right?
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate you coming out on a Wednesday.
No problem.
You feel
no
me?
problem.
When you reached out, man. I know sometimes I'm a little weird about who I have on because I feel like if you're gonna be on, you gotta have something positive to say to the people. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'm about positivity.
For sure.
So you feel me? So I'm like, man, Reggie, he a family man. Let me holler at you.
Yeah, totally different man. Nah,
You feel me? So
totally different man.
I appreciate you, man. For anybody that know, Reggie been my guy since elementary. We were just talking. We went to Key. You went to Best. I went to Coolidge.
Yeah.
We linked back up in
They don't even know we used to call you Applehead when we was
for
kids.
sure. And we linked back up in Ferndale Middle School. And people talk about the township, man. If you weren't around them in them days, you really don't know.
Yeah, it was fun, but if you wasn't from around that area, it was wild for you.
For sure.
Yeah.
I just told you, I seen Joe and all them. Joe, Tonyo, Nick. Shout out to them boys, man. Love y'all.
Yep. Joe Doc.
Yeah, that's my guy. Always show me love, man. But, man, I appreciate you, man, for sure.
Anytime, dog. Anytime.
So I know, let's get started from the beginning, man. How did you grow up?
As far as what? Like, what you mean?
Like, how was the household for you? Like, how was it growing up? Like, how was you as a child? How was you elementary school years?
Growing up was cool. I had my mom and dad. Of course, they was divorced. My mom remarried. So I kind of had a two-parent household. But still, my dad never missed a beat. He was there no matter what, Johnny on the spot. Elementary, 1st through 3rd, I went to Paul Robeson. 4th and 5th, I went to Jackson, which is Ferndale Public School. And then after Jackson, I went to Best, then Ferndale.
Okay.
Played sports. It was fun.
Dang, no, you used to play football. You was a beast on the field, though, too.
Yeah, I after freshman year, though, I kind of gave it up because I was too busy wanting to be in the streets and have fun. But if I would have kept it serious and stuck to it, I would have been up there with my man Joe, Chris, Donovan, Ian, them boys, Johnny.
Yeah. But I remember on the field, man, in Ferndale, man, I couldn't stand the coach, but I used to like Coach Dion. That was my guy. He was the corner coach.
Yeah.
Dion, he was a cool cat. Phil, shout out to you, Dion. You still doing your thing.
Yeah.
So, like, how was high school times for you?
High school was fun. It was crazy. It was an experience. Of course, I had all my homeboys, who was like my brothers. They was playing sports. I started off playing sports. And it's like, once I started driving and that O-Tech, it was like, it was the best thing that happened to me, but it was like the worst because it was like you couldn't tell me nothing. I was popular in school. Then when my little cousin, like my sister, started going there, you really couldn't tell me nothing. I remember one incident, something had happened. Long story short, I bust the window out of the, what is the teacher name? Rosiak? Rakowski? Something like that. I can't remember. But I was doing what they call, not co-op. I think it was co-op when you work for the school and they give you a check.
Yeah.
They took like 2 of my checks to pay for that glass door. It was crazy.
And this was at what
And
school?
I got suspended. This was Ferndale.
Oh, Ferndale, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know when we went to school, the middle school was on the second floor?
The third
The
floor.
third floor,
Yeah.
okay.
Middle school was third, and then the high school was the main and the lower. No, the second and the main.
Okay.
Because it was 3 levels, I
Yeah,
think.
because it was like a square. Because
Yeah.
it had the little thing in the middle.
commons and the- yeah.
I don't even know how they made that work.
I don't know why they did that.
That was crazy. I thought it was crazy they combined Best
They
and Coolidge
closed the middle
together.
school.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, man.
And now Best is like an elementary school.
Okay. Because I ain't been over there in quite some time. Because I know that was my area. We talked about even walking to school, riding your bike to school was a privilege.
Yeah.
You ride your bike to school, you was the man.
And the kids now, they don't even go outside no more. We was outside till the street lights came on. No, we was getting in trouble, but it was just worth it because everybody was outside.
Mm-hmm. And I even see that you open your own business, Rich Genius.
The Genius Club.
The Genius Club, okay.
Yep. It was Rich Genius, but I changed it to be more, sound more exclusive.
Okay, I know.
And that's from talking it over with my wife.
Okay.
I was in the middle of rebranding, and she was like, "You need to make it sound more exclusive to make people want it."
Okay. So what made you want to even start a clothing brand?
Well, my cousin Gene, who owns Fresh Baked Prince in Oak Park, I was sitting in his production room, and I was just talking over different ideas, and he was like, "You need to just start your own clothing line." And I was like, nah, I'm good. And then he printed something out like how I wanted it. And I saw it on a shirt, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then I just start printing shirts, custom colors for every shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a learning experience because, like I said, when I first started, it was Rich Genius.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, it was just transfer paper on the shirt, heat press, boom. That was the money. But as I started learning more and watching other brands, I'm like, okay, I can advance to DTG, screen print, embroidery.
Mm-hmm.
I got to learning about the different fabrics, the thread count. People who've been down with me from day one has let me know, like, we rocking with you from day one. Like, we see your
For sure.
your
For
elevation.
Sure. For sure.
So, like my one man Meech, every time he had an order, I would put it in a Kroger bag. All my orders was Kroger bags, white grocery store bags. Then I'm like, I gotta upgrade. So now I got like the matte black
The bag.
bags.
For sure. For
So
sure.
they
for
like,
sure.
dog, when I first did it, he was like, dog, okay, you done stepped your game all the way up. Like, I done seen from the quality, the texture. And that's like one of the key things people say to me before anything is like when they feel my clothing, they just love the material.
I was just about to say that. Like, man, I bought a shirt and some shorts. And one thing about me, I'm picky about the quality of the shirt.
Yeah.
Like them cheap shirts, I can't one and done.
Yeah.
But the quality of your shirt be crispy. You can wash it, ain't straight. You feel me? It's just solid.
Mm-hmm. And like, even down to that, now my tags got made in Detroit, washing instructions, the choices to keep it crispy, everything.
Okay.
All that is detailed on my tags and stuff now. I had a very distinct character that was very, like, popular on accident.
Mm-hmm.
Because originally, the Rich Genius character was like a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Suspenders, school books, propeller hat, like, but he was crispy. He was
Yeah,
fresh.
for sure,
he had
for sure.
Yeezys on, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, shout out to my graphic designer, Cam, too. Clubhouse, he got a clothing brand out, There's Only Us. But I came to him, no lie. I just verbally described how I wanted this character, and he brought that character to life, which was the full character.
That's good.
Now, the Halloween character, I wanted like half the face off, bone showing, eye hanging out, money in the glass, shattered like I broke it down. Shattered glasses in one eye, one lens good, eye hanging out. Blue face hunted, you can see the reflection off the glass. Brain out, money coming out the brain, everything. Boom. That was supposed to be Halloween. Halloween, I might have sold 100 shirts. I left it alone. Now we talking about Christmas. People still asking for a shirt. They didn't forgot about my full character. They don't even want him no more.
That was
So
a
I kind of put
Halloween
him to the
shirt.
side. And then I messed around and made a Chanel patch out of it. That was it. That character shot up. Like, everybody wanted the patch. Everybody would see somebody else out with the patch. They'd be writing me like, I need the patch, whatever color. And that's another thing that I got him with. I could get you any color.
Okay, that's
Any
good.
color.
That's good.
But the thing that he's popular, but I wanted to make him more realistic. So me and Cam worked on this other fire piece. And I'm gonna show you when we off
All right, man. All right,
off air.
all right.
But I revamped him to look more realistic, and I can't wait to drop that.
Cool. So I know a lot of times when people start a business, well, backtrack. The hardest thing to do is starting a business.
But the hardest thing is not getting discouraged
Okay. for
about
sure.
starting a business. Everybody think you just jump in business and start making thousands, money. But every time, every slip is a lesson. It's not a loss, it's a lesson.
That's funny that you even say that because I think we connected because I was about to ask you what kept you encouraged.
A few of my customers, my day one customers, my wife, and just me. I just be at my laptop just jotting stuff down in my phones and my notes and just keep trying to come up with something that's going to keep everybody wanting the product.
Okay.
Of course, like everybody else, I've took major losses, but like I said, it's never a loss. It's a lesson. It's like when you fall, you scrape your knee. Once the scab go off and you peel it, you back to running.
Yeah, for sure.
So you just got to learn how to learn from your mistakes and keep it pushing.
Okay. So transferring to out of high school and business, you got married.
That wasn't fresh out of high school, though.
No, I mean after that. So it took,
Oh, yeah.
So wait, all right, backtrack. What was the middle years like? Out of high school, before marriage, those did you go to college?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. How was that?
I did 2 years.
Okay.
I got my associate. After high school and that college life and just like damn near an adult, it was lit. It was lit.
I don't mean to bring back memories, but
It was it's some good memories. What's the best memory that I can think of? Well, of course, like everybody used to ride around with the boys, drinking. And of course, we couldn't afford even if it was around, we couldn't afford like the high end. So we was drinking like Everclear, 1800 silver, just the disgusting stuff. I wouldn't even look at it at this day. I'll probably throw up. I traveled. I started traveling. Of course, I had a couple jobs. And I was living on my own.
okay.
That was the key thing. I left home about 19.
Okay.
Never went back.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can say I thought I was grown, but I was still growing and learning. Just because I was on my own doesn't mean I was grown. 19 is grown, but you're not an adult, even though you might be on your own. I'll be 35. I'm still learning to this day.
For sure.
You learn every day.
It's a saying I got on my phone. The key to every leader is to always be a student.
Yeah.
So me, I'm constantly I'm learning from people that you don't think I'm learning from. I'm learning from the bums. I'm learning from the millionaires. I'm always watching because everybody can. It's the saying that say a clock is always even right 2 times out the day. A broken clock is even right 2 times out the day. So everybody can teach you something.
Yep, and it's all about who you know. You don't know. You can meet somebody at the grocery store. Being in the right aisle at the right time
For sure.
could change your life forever.
No, for sure. For sure. So like, going back to you got married. Was that planned or did you want to get
It was
married?
for sure planned. Let's take it back. Okay, boom. Chrysler. I got in there when I was 20. That was right after college. My brother Joe Wellington. I'll never forget this day. It was terrible. But like I said, it's just a lesson learned in life. His baby shower. My goddaughter.
Oh, Joe with the hair, Joe. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Shout out to you,
We
Joe.
was shout out to Joe Dub. We was preparing to go to his baby shower. Long story short, we ended up missing the baby shower.
Oh,
His girlfriend at the time, which is his wife now, she cussed us out so bad. Like, we felt so bad. So, of course, what do you do when you're in trouble and you feel bad? You go to drink.
mm-hmm.
Oh, we got towed up. So, that was like 4 or 5 o'clock. It's midnight now. We riding with somebody, driving home. Everybody towed up. We driving on the lodge. I will never forget it. The broken brick is still there to this day. We hit the wall.
Oh, shoot.
Flip. I think we flipped about 4 times. I look back. Joe is like laid out. We was in the Explorer. He was all the way in the back. His legs was hanging out, but he wasn't responding.
Mm-hmm.
So my first instinct is I gotta hop out. That's when I realized I couldn't walk.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got a fresh new job that I'm about to start. I don't know if my best friend is dead or alive. We done got cussed out for missing his baby shower. This is all in the same day.
Mm-hmm.
So now I hop out. I'm crawling on the lodge around the car. It's a semi that blocked all the traffic because they saw us flip. Thank God he stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I go over there. I pull on Joe. He's still not responding. Pull him again. And by this time, they done called the paramedics. We get to the hospital. All our parents is up there. The doctor was like, by the grace of God, you're temporarily paralyzed. And I said, I need to walk because I got a job this happened in September. Orientation wasn't until January. So I had 4 months to get together.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor put me in physical therapy for like 6-7 days. That was like torture, trying to get me to be able to walk again. Now I know I had to go back home because at that time my apartment was on the 2nd level.
Can't get up there.
So I can't get up there. So now I'm at home. I'm mad at the world. Like my mama, my granny, everybody. I don't want nobody touching me, helping me. Like they gave me a seat in the shower, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't do nothing. I had a cane, a walker, all that. That's when when all that happened, I was tired of like that life,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
So let's fast forward to about 2015, 2016. I had just got out of a bad relationship. And I was talking to multiple women, and then I told God, like, all right, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm tired of this life. I'm tired of being outside. Like, I just want picket fence, house, kids. Just put me in the house. Just put me in the house. Now to my wife, I went to Paul Robeson with her.
Okay.
First through 3rd grade. lost contact with her. I'm about to tell you how God worked. So, and at that time when I told you 2015, 2016, I'm praying every day, praying, praying, praying. I'm very detailed in my prayer,
For
even
sure.
to this day. What I wanted in my wife, down to everything, hair, color, eye color, nails, all that, all natural, everything. I reconnect with her, 2017, off Instagram because me and my mom had made like a whole, let's call it a yearbook from first preschool all the way to 12th grade, and she had stumbled on her picture. And me and her was just talking on Instagram about something out the blue a couple days before that. So I DM'd her like, "Is this you?" She like, "Yeah, how you get that picture?" Do. Long story short, she invited me to her house, her mother's house for her birthday, which was coming up in November. So I went. Now I'm gonna pause that and talk about my big mama. God rest her soul. I used to take my big mama to breakfast every Saturday. Every Saturday after breakfast, she would pray. And she would pray for me to be the man that God wanted me to be, the man that she wanted me to be, and that a woman would come into my life and help mold me into the man that her and God wanted me to be. And I always used to be like, "Who is this lady that you praying about, Big Mama?" And she be like, "I don't know her and you don't know her. Only God know her, but when she come, you will know because you'll start to move and act different. Like you'll change your whole life around." Okay. Now I said I do this every Saturday, right?
Yeah.
She prayed every Saturday. Okay. 2017. Meet Ashley, my wife Ashley, not thinking nothing of it. I go to the dinner. Her cousin was like, "You should ask her out." She was saying this before I even came because I wasn't even going to go over there.
Okay.
So I'm like, whatever, like. So as the night is getting later, she's calling me like, "Didn't I tell you to come over here?" Woo, 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 woo. So I'm like, boom, I'm going to come over there. Go over there, still wasn't feeling nothing. And my wife made a speech to her family, and it was like Cupid just was like, boom. So I'm like, dang, I'm going to ask her out. I just didn't know when. So we were sitting on the couch, and her grandmother was like, "Baby, I think that guy like you." And my wife would tell you to this day, he was not my type. I was not even looking for him, looking at him like that. It was just a friend meeting back up from school, and okay, boom. So we go on a date, everything good. On the date, at that time I was like 325.
Okay.
She like, "You gotta lose." And up in so many ways, she was like, "You gotta cut down them pounds
For sure.
if we gonna do anything." So now I'm like, who is she talking to? Like, does she know?
Who I am?
Like, hold on. So I passed all that. That was 2017, 2018. We kind of dating. We not official yet though. My big mama is sick, but she's not telling nobody. She's not telling us or nothing. She has me throw a big, huge Christmas party, December 2018. I'll never forget. I threw a big party at my house, invited all the family. I got new furniture, everything. I called Ashley, like, pull up, everything, whoop, whoop, whoop. So me and my man AB, we making jungle juice. My granny on my mom's side and my big mama is my dad's mom. They there watching me pour the jungle juice. So I'm like, "Y'all don't touch this. Y'all see we pouring 6, 7 different liquors in here." They like, okay, okay. Did they listen? No. So they sat at the table all for the whole party. They getting towed up. I had to drive they getting towed up. Ashley walks in. So I'm introducing Ashley to everybody. My big mama said, "Oh, that's she said some other girl name. And I looked at Ashley. Ashley laughing, but I'm pissed. Because not only did you call this girl a different girl name, and you toe up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm mad. Ashley like, it ain't nothing. I'm good. Like, we just dating. Like, we not official. So I was mad at my big mama. Still took her out to breakfast, though. She's still praying, still praying. She gets sick in May. Go to the hospital. Never come out. She passed July 13th.
I'm sorry to hear that.
2019. Thank you. She FaceTimed Ashley right before she slipped into her coma.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley was working but couldn't answer. But we don't know to this day how she got her number. To FaceTime her, what she was going to say to her, and what was just going on through her mind, because right after that, she passed. And to me, I take it as she was telling Ashley, like, you're the one. I can go now.
Mm-hmm. Take care of my grandson.
I'm at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Because she really passed right after the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, before she went in her coma and everything. By that time, we were official. But like I said, her parents never met my grandmother or anything. Their anniversary was the day of my big mama funeral.
Okay.
And they came on their anniversary
That
to
was
that
good.
funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And that was big on me because y'all could have been celebrating y'all anniversary and y'all with y'all daughter's boyfriend at the time and his whole family that y'all ain't never met to make sure I'm good.
Mm-hmm. That's special.
Man, listen. I still have trouble with that to this day because the man that I am today, my big mama never saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But this was she prayed about every Saturday we went to breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, verbatim.
So you came from a you came from a family that prayed, or just a big mama that prayed?
A family that prayed. My big mama's father was a pastor.
Okay.
Built his own church. And my big mama had 13 siblings.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think it was 14 of them.
I think that's even important that you just said, like, you specific with your prayers. I think a lot of people not specific with their prayers.
Yeah, I'm going to put on my phone. I want you to read something. Look at the date, time of when I said that.
I think that's deep. I know. No, for sure. What was that? 6 years ago.
We celebrated our 3-year wedding anniversary, June 5th.
Congratulations.
But I was putting my prayers on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Verbatim. Like, people who follow me, they like, you really prayed for the life that you live in right now.
For sure.
And having the right spouse or significant other is a key to a successful life or a peaceful life.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that I probably wouldn't be the man that I am with a different woman.
Okay.
Because from the jump, my wife challenged me in the way that I needed to be challenged.
To be better.
Yeah, she's not a pushover. She's very blunt. And the truth hurts. And she gonna say it. So you gotta take it. Or if you can't take it, you gotta keep it pushing. But I like the challenge. The challenge makes me the man that I am.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. Did she come from a praying background or a believing background?
Yes. Her mother, her great grandmother. Yeah.
So do you say that matters if your spouse is a believer or not?
Yes, that matters a lot because that's when they come and pick you up when you feel like when you slacking or you feel like why is God picking on me?
Mm-hmm.
Or like when you even have a doubt, she right there.
For sure.
Or he right there. It don't matter.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So that's, man, shout out to her, man. I always give ups to, like I always say, one pick up the slack for the other pick up the slack. I was just having a conversation with my aunt. He said it's men and women have roles, but when you in a relationship, is both people do evenly.
Yeah.
You feel me? Hold each other up.
Yeah. Just like that 50-50 thing, nah. Don't pay attention to that. Ain't nothing 50-50. Because some days I fill her tank up. Some days she'll fill mine up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it is. It ain't 50-50 in no marriage at all.
But we live in a society where,
If you see it on social media, it's true.
of course,
If somebody is living a certain way on social media, they are up.
of course,
But people are living with major fronts up.
for sure. And then people say, "Oh, well, I'm good by myself. I need mine. You feel me?
Yeah.
I need my old lady." And I tell her that a lot. You feel me? I didn't be in my situation. I didn't realize that until just recently, because I come from a background like you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, when I realized I needed her, that's when I proposed. Because, excuse me, the life that I was living before her, it was nothing how I'm living now. Like being married, not being outside, peaceful household. It's such a better life than being outside. Like DeJounte Murray just said something about him not being outside. Like I love being inside. It's in the age that we were outside, you needed to be tired. Like we was outside at 14, 15 years old. Clubs.
No, for sure.
By 25, I was tired. That was a 10-year run. 10, 11-year run. What's going to change?
Nothing, but the people.
Even today, it's the same when I was 15.
For sure.
It's just now I'm older and I got the money. And it's just I don't have to sneak in no more. It's just the same thing.
For sure. So, like, and you got kids now.
Yeah, I got 2 girls. My 2-year-old, Araya Jewel, and my 4-month-old, Amir Cross.
Congratulations on your new baby, man.
Thank you. And their birthdays is a day apart. I ain't do that on purpose. I don't know how we did that.
That's good, man. So, Amir's life been good for you.
Yeah, and them kids change you, man. Especially girls.
Okay.
They got me wrapped around their finger and they know it. So I'm just in a house full of girls. It's just me. It's
Whenever you need to talk, man, you can call me, man. Whenever you need to holler at me, man. It's all good.
But I thought I loved their mom until they were born. Like a love for your kid and a love for your daughters, it's a different kind of love. Like it's beyond unconditional. You can't put a word or a name to the love for your kids.
I heard that a lot of people say you ain't know true love until you had kids.
Man. And I have I already respected my wife, but I have like a higher level of respect for my wife for pushing them girls out with nothing and watching her do that, standing right there, not missing a beat. Like with my baby, Amir, she pushed for 2.5 hours straight, no breaks.
Oh, wow.
No take a break, nothing. I watched her. And it kind of messed me up. Like when she came out, I cried because I know for a fact a man could not do what my wife had just did. It's just you gain a different kind of love and respect for your wife or your girlfriend or your baby mama when you watch them hold their leg up and see them push a kid out.
And even shout for you being transparent, because a lot of men don't tell you that they cry.
I didn't cry with Araya because I was just too excited. But and Araya came right out.
Okay.
But Amir, she was out and then she was like, "No, I'm straight." So she just sat in the canal. But my wife kept pushing, and she was exhausted. She was tired. Like, she was out of it. She never stopped pushing. I can't even explain the feeling, man.
I think that's a word right there. Never. I think you could take that with life. Never stop pushing.
Yeah.
Never stop pushing.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I like I said, going back to the people that I have on here, like I kind of do a background, kind of see what they about, and blah, blah, blah. But for you, man, I always like respect it because you always kept going.
Yeah.
Never quit.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? I just had to put this saying on my Instagram. I don't quit when I'm tired. I'm quit when I'm done.
Yeah. I like that.
You feel me? And we ain't done yet.
Just getting started.
We just getting started.
Even down to my social media, I deleted all the pictures I had on there when it was just me, single by myself. I'm talking club pictures, people, close friends that I had on there on my page. I deleted all that. If you go on my social media, it's me, my wife, or my kids.
That's good.
Or my sisters. That's it.
So let me ask you, so what, I know a lot of people do podcasts, or a lot of people not open to do podcasts and be transparent. What finally gave you the courage to be like, you know what, just tell a little bit of my story.
Because my cousin, Raya, Wit by Wit, she's a known chef in the city. She was there. She watched the whole story. She saw me single. She saw me and Ashley relationship grow from dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, kids, all that. And she was like, you need to tell your story. Like you need to go on somebody's podcast and tell your story. And then I was watching yours and the name and like, I ain't gonna say your mission statement, but your description of your podcast, I was like, this it.
It took a lot for me to even start this. So I think, like you said, we in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. And like, of course, I don't miss a beat with my kids. But even like going to work, I be sick. I be sick when I'm not with them little girls. So now I'm positioning myself to get out of there and work for myself.
For sure.
That way, I don't miss nothing. And I'm putting all my ducks in order so I can do this before they start school, so I don't have to take off or put in a vacation day or a PA day just to see my daughter walk into school on her first day.
For sure. I respect it.
So that's my current thing. And then me and my wife, we got a pizza shop coming called Toss and Sauce on Livernois. And that'll be coming probably the end of August.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, so I always wanted to be a full entrepreneur. So now in my prayers, that's what I talk to God about. Keep putting me in the right direction, giving me signs for full entrepreneurship. And when you're ready for me to be a full entrepreneur, I'll accept that blessing.
For sure.
And that's another thing with when you praying with God, He's not going to give it to you just like that. You have to keep praying because just because you think you're ready for that blessing right now, He knows when you're ready. That's why I'm saying when I was praying for my wife and I was very detailed with it, He knew I wasn't ready back then. As much as I prayed, I could have prayed that I was blue in the face. He knew the life that I was living. I still wanted to live that life as much as I said I was tired of it, which is why he didn't bless me until he knew that I was ready, which was November 2017. And back to my big mama, her calling Ashley, to me, nobody will never know, but to me, that was her saying, okay, I'm at peace. You're the one. I can go. I can rest. And that's the only thing that give me peace with my big mama passing, because my big mama, me and my big mama was like this. Like, that was my human diary. Like, she really took stuff to the grave. Literally. And I still never grieved, because I always think of that phone call that never got answered. And to me, that's what brings me peace, and I can't grieve. Because I know my big mama in a better place, and I know she's at peace with my wife. Because in so many words, that's who my big mama was praying for. And like she said, I don't know her, you don't know her, but you'll know she's the right one, because your life will change and you'll start moving different. That's what happened.
That's good, man. So even like going back to like business and support, I know a lot of time when people start businesses, they get upset that people don't support them.
Oh, yeah. I had that bad in the beginning. And it was with close people, like real friends that wouldn't buy. And then I see them go support somebody else in the city. Of course, I wouldn't say nothing, but I'm like, damn, like, you was just at my house. You seen me pressing all this stuff up. I have to ask you or beg you to buy something, and they post something on social media, and you like, I need that now. Like, where you at? You just got to learn. You got to learn that your biggest supporter is a stranger on the street.
And one thing I live by too, God didn't give them that vision. He gave it to you.
Yeah.
So if it was their vision, that they would have did it.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think we had the same thing, because I get upset too. Like, you know, like, dang, man, people get so talk about other people's stuff, but why, you feel me?
Repost, all that.
Show some love. You doing a good job. Like, I don't think people realize the power of I'm proud of you.
That's all it takes. A text, anything.
I'm proud of you. You feel me? And that's why I'm big on that. Hey, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And I think even just for males, for another male that, hey, I'm proud of you, bro. You doing your thing. I think a lot of people, we don't do that. Why? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had that bad, but I just had to come to realization, like, they don't determine my business. They gonna see it. They don't have no choice but to see it. They gonna see it. They gonna see somebody else in it. And one day they gonna come and try and get something that's gonna be too late because it's gone. And I feel, and I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, but I'm not the one like to beg. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna send you stuff, send you some exclusive stuff, but I'm not gonna beg you to wear my stuff. There's too many people in the world for me to be begging you to wear my stuff. If you want to wear it, holler at me. If you don't, ain't no bad blood. Keep it pushing. But when I get there, don't think you're gonna be there with me. Cause like you said, all it take is I'm proud of you.
For sure.
I don't even get that, and I see you on other people's pages. Like, I see you doing your thing. Okay. That just motivated me to go harder.
For sure. I'm a firm believer in too. Is God said, if you build it, I'll bless it. And a lot of people don't get it mixed up because they don't build it. They want God to build it for them. And people don't realize the amount of work and the hours that you put in.
Oh, and don't even get me started on the discounts. We blood, we family.
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody say, the famous saying, you don't go into Gucci, Louis, Prada, Fendi, Chanel and say, oh, I got all the shoes. Can I get a discount?
Mm-hmm.
You go in there and buy it.
For sure. That's
With
a
no
fact.
pride. You proud. You proud to spend $4,000 on a pair of sneakers.
Yup, that's a fact.
But you mad at you want a discount on my $50 t-shirt? How that makes sense?
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're exactly right. You're exactly
And then I'm
right.
paying. I don't have my manufacturer. Oh, we've been rocking for years. Let me get a discount. I get hundreds of shirts in bulk. I get hundreds of joggers in bulk. Let me get a discount this run. You can't do that because it takes money to make money.
For sure. For sure.
If he give me a discount, he's going to give me a discount because he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it takes money to make money. So I'm paying him to make a shirt, print, all that. That's fabric, ink, electricity,
Mm-hmm.
all that.
For sure.
How am I asking for a discount?
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
It's crazy. I could go on for days about that.
You're right.
Boy.
So like taking away, like how does it feel to be a family man now? Coming from outside, coming from even going back to what your parents was divorced, did that kind of make you nervous at all? Like, man, I don't want my house to be like that.
Oh no. Never. I saw a lot growing up, so I learned to turn negatives into positives. So everything that I witnessed that was wrong growing up from family members, not even just mom, dad, anybody, I turned it into a positive because I said when I'm ready to have my wife and my family and my household, I'm going to do it this way and not that way.
Mm-hmm.
So my household is going to be exactly the positive way that I want. I'm going to be home every night. She's not going to have to wonder where I'm at. My girls I'm always going to be with my girls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if we traveling. They coming.
Mm-hmm.
My baby's been traveling since 2 months.
That's good.
It's just, I just learned how to turn the negatives into a positive. So,
Mm-hmm.
with my household, I knew I wanted a nice, peaceful, relaxing household.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when I say that, not saying that me and my wife don't get into it or all that, but it's not like we get into it, I'm heading to the bar and I'm coming home tipsy
sure.
at 2 a.m. We're going to get into it. I'm going to go in the basement, you're going to stay upstairs, but we still going to eat dinner together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. For sure.
That's a real peaceful, relaxing household because no household is perfect. Just
sure.
like no person is perfect. So you're going to argue, you're going to be mad, you're going to be upset, sad, but you're going to be in the house together and you're going to get through it together.
So do you think it got to be both people willing?
Yeah, if both people is not willing in I'm going to say marriage or relationship, it's never going to work. That was one of my biggest issues when we first started dating was communicating. I wasn't used to it.
Me neither. I feel you.
So it was frustrating her because she's blunt and she communicates. What's the problem? Let's fix it. Me, I'm just quiet. I ain't saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she told me, like, we're never gonna get past this or anything if you don't communicate with me.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't take it in and be like, okay, he feel this way, how can I make it better? Or she feels like this, how can I make it better? It's never gonna get better because you're always gonna be stuck at that wall of communication.
Or focused on the problem and not
Yeah.
the resolution.
Yeah, and you can't fix a problem without communicating.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I see the change in you, man. Like I said, I ain't seen you in years, but I'm proud of the man that you becoming, man. And I know as males,
that.
we only give props to male when they nice gym shoes, nice chain, or something like that. But you a stand up guy, dog.
I
You
appreciate
feel me?
it.
And I mean that from the heart. I know a lot of us males we don't do that.
Yeah.
For one, we don't even tell each other that we love them for real. Yeah. Especially if you came from a household like that.
Right.
I come from a household that it's rare that we tell each other that we love them. But where I'm at now, I love you, bro. You don't know what person going through.
Right.
If they need to hear it, who haven't said it. So I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Love you too.
For real.
Yeah.
So I mean, getting closer to the close, man. Like, what advice would you give anybody who will listen about anything, business, marriage, kids?
As far as business, if you have a vision for your business and you pray about it and God is giving you the signs to do it, no matter how hard it is, never give up on it. Because God is never going to just give you something. It's always going to take work, and it's not always going to be the easiest route. But if it's meant for you, He will bless you with it. As far as marriage or relationship, keep God first. Whenever you have an issue or something, talk about it. Keep your business in your household. Don't have it in the streets talking to somebody else, not even your brother or your sister, especially married. When you married, the brother and the sisters, that's a no-no. When you married, all your problems and issues, don't leave that house. You talk about it, be mad, go to the basement, go upstairs, but don't let the outside people in your house. That's key. That's like up there with going to church and praying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing with marriage. Go to church, Bible study.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do.
That's good.
Go to church every Sunday, 7:45.
That's good.
No matter what. Nah, we can be at a family function and she go home and I'll be out still with the family. But I'll be at church. We be right there. I'll be right there with her.
So how important is having God in the center of your marriage or the center of your relationship?
It's very important. I mean, without God or without praying anything, without God, period, I don't even see how you could get through a tough time in your marriage. Because who you going to depend on if you don't depend on God?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
That's how I see it.
So I got one more question for you. If you were sitting right here in front of Jesus, what 2 questions would you ask him?
Oh, that's a good one. I would ask him about my big mama and my granddad for sure. That's off rip. The second one, I would ask him, I'm making you proud.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a solid answer.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you say that. I had my pastor on the other day, and that was the next thing where he said, that have I made you proud? And I can nothing but agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
If you're making God proud, everything else don't matter.
Nothing.
So this is the Prodigal Son podcast. I got my guy Reggie with the Genius Club. Of course, we dominating.
Dominate.
Sharon Watson.
Dominate. 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 Dominate.